Hey everyone, my name is Freddie, and I'm a former middle school band director and currently a part of the CutTime team. So, a lot of you have been asking questions about CutTime's communication approach. So today, I'm going to be asking my colleague Mikey some actual questions that we've been hearing from fine arts teachers and boosters. Okay, Mikey, let's cut straight to the chase. What's the deal with email and CutTime? I've heard it's not really supported.
Hey, Freddie. I'll get to your question in just a second, but first I just want to let people know that I'm also a former band director. My fiance is currently a band director, so I know that everybody has their own processes that they're comfortable with, that they prefer to use to communicate. But to answer your question, CutTime does support email. We default to SMS as the primary mode of communication, simply because statistically we know that that's the most efficient way to communicate today. SMS messages have an open rate around 90%, whereas an email usually hovers between 20 and 30%. So we know that more people are likely to open the message if we're going to send it as an SMS.
Okay, but a lot of times students have restrictions on text messages by the school or by their parents, or in many cases, they don't even have a cell phone, especially at the middle school age group. What then?
So we know that students can't be relied on to have cell phones all of the time. So with that in mind, CutTime does not require a cell phone number for students. We can send them an email even if they don't have a cell phone. Guardians, on the other hand, are required to have a cell phone number, but whether it's a student or a guardian, if they have a phone number and it fails to deliver, we're still going to email them as a backup. So if someone doesn't have a smartphone or if their phone number changes or something, we're not leaving them out to dry.
That's good to know. But here's the thing. Why don't you just let teachers and boosters decide? Most have been using email for years, and it works.
So I was kind of in the same camp, actually, when our developers first approached me with this idea that we would default to SMS and not that traditional email. But what's nice about this new approach is that what we've really done is give people the option to choose for themselves. Because anytime we send a text message from CutTime, a guardian or student can reply stop to that text message to opt out of receiving them as text messages. And CutTime will interpret that as a delivery failure, which means that, guess what? They're going to get an email as a backup. So instead of you as the director deciding what you think is best for everybody, we've left it up to the individual parents and students what they think is best for them. And ultimately, that will be for everybody's benefit.
So you're saying that directors and boosters don't know best? I'd actually prefer to be able to send notifications to both.
Think of it this way. How many times have you sent an email and then had to follow it up with a text or a remind message or a Facebook post or a band app message or something? When we have all of these channels, parents can start to tune things out. It also creates more work for you as the director, because if you have 5 channels where information goes, you have to post the same thing 5 different places every time you need to communicate. Having one channel and allowing guardians to choose which is their preferred option will keep things all in one place. Plus, with the magic link, when the student or guardian logs into the system, they're seeing all of the relevant information they need. It makes it a lot easier for you to train and condition your community to use the system in the way that it's supposed to be used and not have to go a million different places to find information.
Yeah, that sounds great. I like all of that. One last thing. I can appreciate what CutTime is trying to do. It just takes time for people like me to get used to something different, even if it's for the best. What's your advice to help everyone who's using CutTime's magic link for the first time?
I have a couple suggestions. Number one, what's nice about CutTime being a web-based application is that with the magic link, we can use bookmarking tools to sort of treat it like a mobile app. For the parents and students that are using CutTime on their phone, if you add your magic link as a bookmark on your web browser of choice, then you can add that bookmark as a home screen icon. And that way you can see an icon, click on it. You don't have to go through your text messages or anything. It makes it extremely simple. We also see that the most vibrant programs are establishing some regular communication channels like a weekly newsletter or some sort of regular update that students and parents know they can rely on to go and get the information they need. Plus, like I said before, if that weekly newsletter is being sent out as an announcement through CutTime, then when they click on their magic link to view it, they're right next to all of the other information that they were looking for. And then CutTime allows you to schedule messages. So similar to what you used to be able to do by sending a mass email, when you compose an announcement, you can compose it ahead of time, schedule it to be sent later, and that helps build even more consistency.
Thank you, Mikey, for answering these questions. All of that sounds like great suggestions. And thanks to all of you out there for taking time to watch this video. I hope it helps clarify our approach in CutTime. We're always looking for ways to improve our user experience, so keep your questions and suggestions coming our way. And feel free to leave a comment on this video. You're helping us to better support fine arts education everywhere. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.